Hey patrons! It is Saturday today. We have a weekend of doing stuff. We've got a weekend list, unfortunately, which means it's just a weekend at home getting chores done, and we're doing well so far. We're about to leave the house to go to the bulk store. I'm going to bring my camera because I'm also filming a video about like little ways that are more sustainable, so I thought I might as well film our local bulk store and include that because it has helped us cut down our plastic waste like a lot. Yeah, and we've got lots of other things to do in town. I'll show you our list. Here is our weekend list. So fix tea towel drawer, Craig did that. Oil the sideboards, the side tables, so Craig did that. We've got some teak oil, just oiled them all up, they look amazing. Fix the kitchen door. We're going to B&Q to get a new lock for the kitchen door, a new kind of, you know, fixture for the kitchen door. Empty green bin, Craig did that. That was a very unpleasant job, like all our food waste. It gets very smelly. I'm going to make some cleaning sprays later on this afternoon. Better check I've got ingredients for that. I think I do. Then we're going to the box store now. Craig has sorted all of his clothes out. I've been nagging him to get rid of a load of stuff. He's a bit of a hoarder, and he gets a lot of clothes through his job. So he sorted those out. He's selling a couple on Depop, and we're giving some to the charity shop. Yeah, I'm going to go to the charity shop. Going to our local framers because we're getting a frame made for a lovely print that was sent to me by Katie. I will show you that print later on, I think, because it's bloody amazing, and we're just choosing a frame. We're going to get one custom made. I need to book a hair consultation at a new eco salon that I found in Manchester, so I'm going to book that when I get back. Gonna call our local cleaners to get our rug deep cleaned because it is gross. Buying some insoles for shoes and plant food and facial oils. Wash our pug, he stinks. Flea our dogs. Buy some kindling so we can put our pug in front of the fire to dry off. And then I'm gonna buy some ingredients to make a chocolate pie later, like a chocolate pudding, like a chocolate whipped cream pie. So that was my favourite part of this list. Look at our side tables. Craig has been oiling them up with teak oil and they look brand new. Hopefully they dry all right, but they look so much better because they were getting bleached by the sun. We're writing a list for the bulk store. Cacao powder. Well, I was just thinking because I use quite a lot of it, and I don't want to buy another packet of it. So if I just have some. Have we got enough jars?
We
haven't got many at the moment, have we?
Your outfit is a vibe today. I think you should be blessed with that little setup you've got on there, that little rig out. Damn, son. Right, let's go into the open world then. Tree fell over. Mad things.
tree. R.I.P.
R.I.T. Resting tree.
No.
No. Of you was it that pulled out the yoga mat?
Really? Did that happen?
Yeah, there's a yoga mat out there. It looked like it'd been like played with.
I think it was someone called Midge.
I don't think it was Midge.
Well, he's the only one with a big enough jaw.
I think B.I.B. could get under there and do that. What?
Do you want me to go outside?
He wants to go outside all the time. The beard biting me. Look at this little bit.
Well, here are some bits that we bought. Was going to organise it all in a aesthetically pleasing way, but I can't be bothered. We have a plastic tray of cherries.
We're not happy about.
But we don't have a greengrocers locally, so sometimes we have to. And we want to enjoy the fruit of the season, don't we?
I mean, otherwise we'd have to drive to Glossop and therefore we'd waste petrol. So, like, the world's going to die anyway, so...
Craig got a new haircut. Changed him into a whole new man. I wish I'd done it before and after. That would have been funny, just like in the same seat. Before, Willy Woofter. After, white supremacist.
What do you mean, woolly woofter? What does that mean? With disagree with you.
Got some chickpea flour, oats, brown rice, 2 containers full of nooch. We always clear them out of nooch, don't we? Cow powder, loose tea, and a shit ton of cashews. This is for Craig with his little tickly goof. Good little tickle. Whoa. Midgie, no need. He's a boy who loves raspberries. Quentin's a boy who loves radishes, right? I heard there was a little black pug who loves radishes. Midgie, no, it's not yours. So I have not done a good job of vlogging today at all, but it's been quite a busy, productive day, and I'm currently cutting up some tofu because I'm going to marinate it in some coconut milk and lots of other things. Actually, before I cut it up, I'm going to make the marinade in here, so I'll show you what I put in. So first of all, we have a tin of coconut milk. That's going to go in to a bowl of your choice. I like putting it in Tupperware because then you can kind of like shake it up and make sure it's all evenly coated. Reach behind you, get some turmeric. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of turmeric in, I think, like a flat teaspoon, because you want to be careful with turmeric because it has quite like a bitter taste. So maybe like that much, but it has like a beautiful colour and it'd be nice in the marinade. Oh, I haven't really said what I'm making. I'm making tofu paneer. I think I said that, I don't know. So it needs quite a bit of salt because cheese is salty. A teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to put in some apple cider vinegar because cheese also has like quite an acidic side to it. Like it's creamy and acidic, and that's what makes it so delicious, I think. So I'm going to put 1, 2, let's go 3 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar in. Some nutritional yeast, which is going to give it a real cheesy flavour. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, maybe like another tablespoon of nooch has gone in. get that cheesy flavour into the tofu. So we just had dinner and we walked the dogs, and now I'm going to make a chocolate cream pie. This is a recipe from Phoebe from her channel Honey Bunch of Onion Tops, which I've mentioned before, and she is a patron, and I've wanted to make this recipe ever since she put it in her video, and I'm finally doing it. I'm really excited. I will leave the video linked. I think I've linked the video before. It's her Julie and Julia video, but vegan, where she makes this amazing chocolate cream pie with a biscuit base. So I'm putting some Biscoffs in our blender and I'm going to blend them up. Some leftover blended biscuits from when I made banoffee pie last weekend. I should probably stop making pies, but I'm not going to. So I need to come off here because I'm about to blend everything up. Oh my god. So I just finished making, I think I have chocolate all over my face, never mind. And I'm really flustered and freezy. So I just finished making the chocolate cream part of the pie. I just blended silken tofu with melted chocolate and agar and some other things. It's all in Phoebe's recipe. Obviously I have to clean out the blender somehow. Oh, there's actually chocolate on my lens. I've made a right mess.
It's a wobbly sausage. Just put it in the fridge.
I'll put it in the fridge downstairs. I'll just walk down in the dark, yeah?
I got it. Bye.
Bye!
Don't fall.
Stinks down here.
Stinks of teak oil.
Just tried to whisk up some coconut milk, and for the first time ever, it's turned into a disaster. I think maybe I did put the can of coconut milk into the freezer for a little bit of time, like not till it got frozen or anything, just to chill it right down, but maybe that was a big mistake and it's done something to the consistency, and it's just, it doesn't even taste right either. It tastes like chalky and horrible. So I'm giving up on whipping this, and we're gonna have to use a little bit of Oatly on our pie. I'm wondering whether to just cut the pie up and then portion a little bit of Oatly with it, which is a shame because I was looking forward to putting on a cream layer, but oh well. This isn't a fault of Phoebe's recipe at all, it's just I don't think I handled the coconut milk correctly before whisking, because you have to make sure you chill it in the fridge for a long time, and I tried to speed that process up, so I think that's why the cream didn't work out for me in this instance, because I do a lot of whipped coconut cream and it always works for me, so this must just never put it in the freezer. Good morning, it's the next day and I am at my desk doing some work. So it's Sunday today. I have a plate of berries that I'm going to enjoy. I may or may not have eaten some of that chocolate tart today for breakfast. Sorry that I don't have anything like nice and aesthetically pleasing to show you today. Normally when I do like a little sit down talky bit of video, I like to also have a camera showing like what I'm up to on my desk, like drawing or painting, but my work today is just collecting reference images, which is taking me a long time. I was going to put some eczema cream on before I start because I'm having a little bit of a flare-up I always just get this really annoying patch on my neck, and I'm also having it at the sides of my mouth today. Luckily, hasn't affected my eyelids for a long time, because that's the worst. So whilst I do this, I'm going to talk to you about my latest YouTube video, which I just put up. And 99.9999% of the comments were really lovely on this video, very supportive. I was kind of a bit concerned about putting up something a bit more personal. Like, I don't really like talking about my mental health that much, because obviously it's a very like individual and complicated thing that you can't possibly explain without talking about it for like half an hour or an hour to someone. So I don't like to talk about it too much, because I don't really want to gather like advice or help on the situation, because I think it wouldn't be that useful to me, because I haven't conveyed the complete story of my mental health. And actually I cut a lot of what I said in the video out, because I thought it was too personal and too much, and felt a bit too vulnerable, because I actually started crying whilst I was filming, which was annoying. I didn't intend to. Kind of trapped by having social anxiety, like I haven't wanted to go out, which is like really a horrible feeling to have. And I really feel for people that have like agoraphobia, who, is that the word? I'm not sure. Who are really fearful of going outside, because I have a very minuscule sense of what that's like with my social anxiety, because I just don't want to see anyone I know, and I really feel very scared about having small talk. And the few times that I do go out, I feel kind of on edge. And there have been a few times where I've been walking along and I thought I've seen someone I know, and I actually turn around and go the other way, and that's not normal behaviour. It's kind of embarrassing. There was one time when I saw my neighbour and we were walking quite close to each other. She said she didn't see me, but I feel like she probably did, but she's being nice. And I got my phone out and pretended to be on my phone instantly, because I just had this like, it's like a jump. I'm like, oh my god, there's someone I know. And I just have these split-second reactions that are not normal and kind of seem rude. And I felt really bad afterwards. I was like, I'm such a weirdo, and I cannot believe I just completely blanked someone who's so lovely. And yeah, I said to her afterwards, I'm really sorry that I ignored you just then. I was having a bit of a bad day and blah blah blah. And she said she didn't see me, but I don't know. But yeah, that's just an example of how my social anxiety affects me. In the video, and the bit that I cut out was that I was talking about trying to go to these social things and not being able to get through the door, and having panic attacks and crying and just feeling so low about it. And I cut all that out because it felt really personal, and I'm telling you because I feel like there's just way more trust in this little community, and I don't mind talking about it. I had a couple of comments that I actually deleted because I found them to be quite mean, and maybe I was a bit defensive about it. I think one of the worst things you can do when someone is talking about their experience, or talking about how they feel, or talking about their mental health issues, is to say, oh no, I don't think you have that. You don't have that because you're able to do this. That's what the comment that got to me the most said. I can't remember because they actually deleted the comment, but it was something about, you can't have social anxiety because you're able to talk to the camera, and also you seem to be negotiating with clients, and you don't seem to have any trouble with that. They don't know me. They don't know, like, they're not with me all day. They don't know my past. They don't know what it's like to be inside my brain, and they don't know that for me talking to a camera is easier because I have more control. I don't have to upload what I say. I can edit things out. I can check over what I say before I share it. You can't do that face to face with someone, and that's what's so scary for me. And Also, there's no one actually here right now whilst I'm talking to you. There's no one here, so I don't feel like there's anyone watching me, even though there will be people watching me. There's that kind of distance that means that I don't feel so scared about talking. And I do struggle a lot with talking to clients, not over email. Whenever there's a phone call involved, it stresses me out the day before and all day leading up until the point that we have the phone call. So I don't find it easy at all, and they don't know that about me, and so it really annoyed me that they would say you don't have social anxiety because you seem fine in these 2 ways. You wouldn't do that about someone who was struggling with depression. You wouldn't say you can't be depressed because you're not crying right now. You don't know how they've been for the whole rest of their day. You're only seeing 10 minutes of my life. So I think, what else did they say? They told me to move to a different climate because bad weather makes you sad. They said to not eat a restrictive diet because that might be affecting my emotions. I can't remember what else they said, but it was not good advice. And also I did not ask for advice. So it just really rubbed me the wrong way, and I replied saying I would suggest thinking twice before writing unsolicited, I can't say that word, and assumptive advice. You don't know me and you have no right to say what I am or am not suffering with. I think that's what I said something quite short. And they deleted that message, and someone else left me a comment saying that they were no longer following my work and they were going to find some more gracious artists to support because they couldn't believe how rude I was about someone giving genuine and quite helpful advice. And people that air their laundry online often seem quite defensive when people offer advice, and often they don't seem like they want to get better. They like living in this state of unhappiness. And I was just like, jeez, I'm glad you're leaving my channel. I have every right to stick up for myself if I feel like someone is disrespecting me. And that's why I replied to the comment, because I felt like you can't go through life telling people that they're not dealing with things and that they've got it wrong, and it's not, then they're not suffering, which is pretty much what they were saying in that comment. And giving advice that is not helpful, like move to a different part of the world. Oh yeah, sorry, I'll just like sell my house in the middle of Brexit. That felt good to vent about how those comments made me feel. And I know it's not really YouTube etiquette to delete comments, and in future, like, I've never done that before. In future I probably won't delete comments, but when it's about such a personal issue of mental health, I also didn't want anyone else to read those comments, because I had a few comments from people saying they also had social anxiety or a variation of anxiety, and I don't want them to read comments like that and start to think about people that might not believe their condition or be sympathetic to what other people are going through. So I just wanted those comments off my video. But yeah, I know that you're not really supposed to do that kind of stuff because it's a bit like censorship. Oh, I get to paint a magnolia flower. I can't wait to do that. I think I will leave you now, just because I'm just going to be staring at my computer screen for the next 3 or 4 hours. Pardon?
I said I'm going to make a curry with my wife, okay? And then I asked. It's raining. Okay. Then I asked, did you want to make a curry with your husband?
Better bring my recipe book down so we can make the paneer. Here it is. So I've just finished all of the work. It's now 7 PM. All of the images I found, so I've got 20 folders. So now we're going to make a paneer curry. Lots of spinach, fresh tomatoes, coconut milk.
Happens every summer. Things are moving slow, and time to unwind only gives me time to spend alone. And I can't help but wonder if anyone's in town, scrolling through their phone on a Sunday, just hanging around with nothing to do. Summer,
just went upstairs to get my Call the Midwife book that I'm currently reading. It's really relaxing, I really like it. My sister got it for me as a present. And I'm going to finish writing up the curry recipe to make it more understandable, because I just kind of scribble everything down and then go back and read over what I've written and refine it and put it in a better order. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Sorry it was a bit all over the place and not very interesting and not very aesthetically pleasing or very arty or anything like that. I've just had a weekend of staring at the screen and pottering around the house. But I hope you enjoyed watching anyway, and thank you for being here, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
I'm about to lose my mind.